We were assigned to go down to Brazil and work on a project there that had been under construction, and then there was a terrible recession, so they stopped, in the middle of it. All they had was the parking structure and the plinth, and that's what it looked like when I arrived in Brazil. And Aflalo Gasparini was the architect that we worked with. They're one of the biggest architects in all of Latin America. And I speak Spanish, and we all hit it off like crazy. And so I just rolled up my sleeves and I just had a ball. I loved working with those people. It just turned out to be a wonderful gift to the city and a wonderful gift for Jerry Speyer and for his company. And the scheme is really very, very simple. It's basically based on a grid of trees, like an orchard, but then it has these follies that are working through it. So if we could have two scales, the orderly grid of the olive trees and the irregular grid of some big high tree, like a California sycamore, could be good as a point of wayfinding to connect all these, I don't know how many buildings it was. It was probably 5 or 6 buildings, big buildings right along the Pinheiros River. And this was a big sale for Tishman-Speyer. The only problem was I don't know why, they would want to take garden space up with cars, but they wanted to get those cars on the top of the deck, have them be able to turn around in the middle and then go out. So we allowed for that kind of vehicular circulation. But when the planting comes in, oh, the very jewel of it is right smack in the middle. And what we did was to recess down to the very top of the structure. We made them lower that floor so that this space would be enclosed with a berm that was just about kind of eyesight as you're walking, so you couldn't see in. And then there were these little side entrances, so you had to go in through an opening that would then open up into this beautiful mound so that you could sit on the mound and have a picnic and that you wouldn't have to see the cars that were driving by. I don't know why the Brazilians couldn't wait to get the cars on the top of the deck when we could have more garden space, but we treated it in a way so that it really was a surprise. That center jewel for people to come out of the buildings and not have to look at the buildings and have a quiet garden space to be in. It's a big success, and Tishman-Speyer always calls us to work on projects. We work on projects all over the world with them. We have a good time.